When you think of Atlantic Beach, this is a real value to South Carolina. This is a historic place. It is the only black-owned beach in the country. It's where African Americans used to go to get away. It was their only spot to go. But it was restaurants, it was hotels, it was Ferris wheels, it was amusement parks. It was a place where it was a real destination. I want to take it back to a destination, but make it to a whole new level. Really show the history of this place. I want it to be to where anybody that comes to South Carolina doesn't want to leave without seeing that beach. But that doesn't mean seeing violence. That doesn't mean seeing the lawlessness. That means seeing something that's a source of pride. A source of pride not just for the people in Atlantic Beach, but a source of pride for the people in Myrtle Beach and Horry County in South Carolina. So what I did was pledge to the council to work with them to create a new event, but to create a new environment all the way around, all year long, and do that with my director of Parks, Recreation, and Tourism. Make sure that we actually work towards a vision, make sure that we actually work towards building it up to that, and make it a great day. What we're doing is not creating a whole new event, but put a light on Atlantic Beach. Now go back and show what it used to be in the 40s. Bring back that whole great feel and history of what it was. But in order to do that, yes, you do have to stop Bikefest. Yes, you do have to stop the violence and everything that's associated with it. But make it more of the family event. This is about neighbors helping neighbors. And this is when this seeps over into Myrtle Beach, when it seeps over into Horry County, when we're bringing in 273 officers and spending $1.3 million of taxpayer dollars to go and just handle one weekend, with the result being 7 shootings and 3 deaths, it's time to change course, and that's what we want to do. But I don't want to change course to the point that people don't see the value of Atlantic Beach. It's a very special place, and it was a very special place before the hurricane came through. I want to take it back to what it used to be prior to the hurricane. So I respect the fact that they want to go back, think about it, listen to what they think, and I hope that they come back with their ideas. You know, this needs to be an exchange. This is not what we're doing to Atlantic Beach. What we want this to be is an exchange of how we can make Atlantic Beach a great, great place that everybody is proud of, not just one weekend out of the year, but every weekend out of the year.
Governor, if the council decides not to take your advice, what happens then?
Well, then we'll have to decide another path. And, you know, but the first thing you want to do is work with people and work with the residents and work with the elected officials. And that's our goal, is work it, make it what they want it to be. I know they don't want it to be violence. I know they don't want it to be lawlessness. I know they want it to be a great place. I want to help them get there. Well, remember, this is not about bikers. This is about lawlessness. This is about the fact that we are having crime, that we're having arrests, that we're having to bring in 273 state officers just to manage a weekend, that it's spending $1.3 million. That's what this is about. Any other tourist destination on any other given weekend is not requiring that. Just the fact that it requires that means there's a problem, and it means that we've got to fix it. That's what we're trying to do, is say, let's work together with the officials of Atlantic Beach to not just fix it, but to make it a better destination place than where it was before.
And even if the council decides to say we're not going to have vendor permits, we're not going to sponsor Bikefest, what is going to stop people from coming to town on Memorial Day weekend?
They will come. You know, that's the thing, is they will continue to come. But what we've got to do is show them that this is not a place that they can be abusive to. This is not a place that they can do things to. This is a place that they have to respect. And so that's what we're going to try and do, is bring the respect back to Atlantic Beach in a way that the citizens deserve. But bring the respect back to the people of Myrtle Beach, too. You know, that's the thing, is all of Horry County is feeling this. And what we have seen from all of the leadership, whether it's Myrtle Beach, North Myrtle Beach, or Horry County, they want to help Atlantic Beach. What I'm saying is I pledge to make sure the same revenues are coming into the town than what's happening here. But why not do it in a way that's different? Why not do it in a way that's peaceful? Why not do it in a way that really brings pride to a very historic place that we want everybody in South Carolina to be proud of?
Continues.
So we can continue to put more and more and more law enforcement there. But it is the culture of what this event has created that's caused the problem. So we can go and push this back as much as we need to, but again, what's it doing? They're not respecting what Atlantic Beach is. They're coming to have a party. That's not what I want this to be. I want Atlantic Beach to be the place that everybody looks back to on what a great destination it was in the 40s, but look at the history of it. You know, look at what we're doing in Charleston with the African American monument that we're doing. That is going to be a destination place. This should be as much of a destination place for everybody in the country as that monument is, and more so. And so what we need to do is, I am pledging with my Department of Tourism to come in and rebuild Atlantic Beach so it's not about one weekend, but so that it's about every weekend throughout the year. Absolutely. I mean, we're going to have to make sure that we do something. This isn't something that finishes in 1 year. You don't just start and stop this. And if you look at what happened in Virginia Beach, or if you look at Freak Week in Atlanta, this was all the same thing. It took a few years to finish, but it starts with the leadership at Atlantic Beach saying no more. That's the key, is the leadership here has to say we deserve better. We want to do better. And I'm going to help them do it, and I'll stand right beside them and make sure this is what they want. But you know, what we don't want is the violence and all the crime that's been associated, and you know, the way that it's just trashed the areas around it. That's something, that's not South Carolina. That's not who we are. I have already talked to the people of Myrtle Beach. I've already talked to the county. I've already talked to my Department of Parks, Recreation, and Tourism. I am committing that we will go and bring in the resources we need to build Atlantic Beach up to a place of pride. And you know, if you look at it, it's got good people. It's got really historic marks that just need to be built up again. We just need, yes, it will cost money, but I think it's worth the investment. That same money we're spending towards law enforcement, you could put towards making sure that we make Atlantic Beach a place that it's proud of.
Will there be the same amount of law enforcement, I mean, to make sure everything calms down? Or
No, there will have to be more.